My friend accused me of being a bully, so I exposed their bullying online.
It's not me, it's you.
I, 19 female, recently had a traumatic falling out with a friend. We'll call them K. I don't like the letter name, so let's say Kim.
Cool, Kim.
Kim. Kim and I were friends for almost a year, and we were the kind of friends that told each other everything. Even things we weren't proud of. Ooh. One of those things was that I broke up with my first boyfriend over text message.
I feel like we're Kim now, because she's telling us everything.
Yeah, we're... Thanks. We had only been dating a few months, and neither of us knew what we were doing. The whole relationship was basically just a title we didn't do much with other than that. During our relationship, I realized I was lesbian. Oh, and I felt horrible that I was losing feelings for him.
Ooh.
By the way, this comes from user Different Intention 12 on the r/okstorytime subreddit. So, I was an emotional wreck, so a phone call was out of the question. We didn't have any classes together in school, and I couldn't drive to his house, so the only option I had was to break up over text. I feel like
I see that in that moment, that felt like the best thing. You probably could have waited till you calmed down and maybe called him.
Phone call.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone gets broken up with over text, and sometimes people break up with you. You're the one that breaks up over text too.
Yeah, but do what you want done to you. You know?
Yeah.
I felt absolutely horrible, and the next time I saw him, I apologized profusely. He was cool with it, since I had explained in the message why I did it. He and I are still good friends, and I try to keep the fact that I ended it over text a secret unless I truly trust a person. I feel like it's not that big.
That's not bad.
It's not that bad.
If you ended over text and ghost someone, that's bad.
If you ended over text and ghost someone, or if you like cheated on them,
yeah,
and then like was like telling everyone you cheated on them, but the partner and you kept
I would not feel guilty about this whatsoever.
Yeah,
because you probably wrote out everything you were feeling.
Yeah, especially
whenever I hear I broke up with someone over text, it was like, I'm breaking up with you. That's it.
That's it. Block. But the fact that even
you wrote it out and then talked later,
and he said, "It's cool. It happens.
That's
Breakups
great.
happen," and I didn't see it. He probably was like, if it was just for a title.
That's phenomenal.
So great. Anyways, he has a new girlfriend now, and she and I are best friends. He treats her so well, and I can't help but smile seeing how much they love each other. That's great. End of story. Happy ending. Amazing.
Let's go.
Kim recently started dating a school friend of mine, who we will call R. Let's call it Rex. Rex is 2 years younger than me, and he and I met through a mutual friend from middle school. He and I were really close, constantly calling after school to play games and sitting with each other at lunch. Some important information to remember is that he and I have a very specific greeting with each other. Every morning when we see each other at school, we run at each other and try to give the other person the biggest hug we can muster.
That's cute.
It's an intense greeting.
Wow.
It's always been a competition between us to see who can give the better hugs each day.
Aww.
Sadly, now that I have graduated and started college, he and I don't see each other anymore, and our calls become less frequent as my part-time job happens right after their school day. Some last-minute info before we start the drama. Kim, Rex, and I contact each other through Discord. I have the same Discord account on 2 devices, my phone and my tablet. I don't turn my tablet on silent. That's important. Now on to the drama. What you're here for.
Ooh.
A few weeks ago, I was helping my mom find some paperwork so she could do her taxes. I turned my phone on silent and closed the Discord tab on my phone. I happen to keep it open on my device while in other apps, so it constantly looks like I'm online. A few minutes into helping my mom, I heard a noise coming from my room and just shrugged it off, as my Alexa probably saying I had a notification. I ignored it and kept searching. After we finally found all the paperwork, I looked at my phone, which had been face down on the table. I was welcomed with a couple Discord messages and a missed call, which was the noise I heard from my room. It was coming through my tablet. I opened the messages to see that Kim and Rex had made a group message for the 3 of us and had tried calling me. As I was reading through the messages, I was very confused, as Rex was saying horrible things about me, accusing me of bullying Kim.
Ooh.
I was extremely confused because Kim and I had been on a call playing a video game just that morning, and Kim said nothing about this. I have told Kim multiple times to be open with me if I said something that bothers them, because I have an impulsive disorder that makes me unable to realize that some things I can say make people uncomfortable. Yeah, Riley. All my friends know this. And Kim has been pretty good about it, and every time it happens, I apologize profusely, so I was unsure what Rex was talking about. I continued reading. As Rex continued to send me messages, he accused me of bullying, mental abuse, threatening, and a bunch of other things that are not appropriate for this subreddit.
Ooh.
Rex seemed livid, and I knew I wasn't going to get anywhere with him, so I opened my private chat with Kim and asked them what was happening. They said, and I quote, "You know what you did, and this is the price you are going to pay."
Huh? Weird.
Funky. Here's where I got suspicious. When I asked Kim for proof of any of the things I was being accused of, they blocked me without responding. I, still confused and now visibly distraught, went back to the group chat and sent a message asking Rex what this was about because I know for a fact I didn't do any of the things I was accused of. He proceeded to gaslight me and ended his multi-paragraph rant with, "I hope you rot in HE double hockey sticks."
What?
I really hope he said HE double hockey sticks.
That is insane.
And I have better things to spend my time on than your sorry excuse of an existence. Whoa, this guy.
Yeah, like getting manipulated too.
What is going on here?
Oh, dude, he's that Kim and them are in cahoots.
But when and how and why now?
Who knows? Probably because of the hugs. Kim wants some of that love Rex hug.
Kim gave a better hug to Rex.
Ooh, and now he's like mad that OP never could. Wow.
At this point, I was in tears, and my mother came over to make sure I was okay. I gave her my phone and left to calm down in the bathroom. When I returned about 20 minutes later, she handed my phone back and said that she had sent a message to them and to let her know if either of them said anything else. Rex still hasn't spoken to me, but about a week ago, I got an unexpected message from Kim. They asked if I could take down a video on my TikTok account with their face in it, saying it made them uncomfortable. I said yes, it wasn't a big deal. Then Kim started talking about what Rex had said. They continued to add to the list of accusations, calling me a boyfriend stealer. Do we not recall?
What?
Do we not recall?
OP doesn't want a boyfriend.
Do we not recall at the
boyfriend
very beginning?
doesn't like having boyfriends.
OP is a lesbian.
Yeah.
And some other things not appropriate for this subreddit. Then she said something that really upset me. "No wonder you are such a horrible friend. I would expect nothing less from someone who broke up with their boyfriend over text." Oh.
Come on.
That's personal. That's deep and personal.
That is pretty deep and personal.
I started crying and made my way to the bathroom to calm down. I messaged back that I was a lesbian, trying to defend myself, and she responded with, "Yeah, tell that to blank ex-boyfriend's name." I started to get angry and said that she had absolutely no right to shame me for my past decisions, especially since my ex and I are on good terms and he was okay with it. She then sent one word that nearly broke me. Oops. Oops.
Oh, I see now.
Oops. What
Boy.
Tell me.
Oops, like, all right, actually take that back. I don't see now. She's like, oopsie.
I
didn't mean to.
I was livid at this point. I messaged back, "Oops." That's all you had to say is oops. She followed by saying, "LOL. So this is so funny."
Dude, she's just trolling. Get out.
Basically making fun of something I considered a trauma because of how upset it made me and how it's made me scared of loving anyone and risking doing it to someone else. Kim finished off the messages calling me some not family-friendly names and saying this: "No wonder you are losing all your friends. You are a pathetic human being."
Oh my gosh.
This is where is this coming from?
What?
Kim then said I was dead to them and blocked me once more.
What?
But you know what? We will never block you. Live every weekday, 3 p.m. PST. Just join us. Just tap the profile.
Stab it. Dude, what is Kim getting into?
Why
is she doing this?
There was no context in this story where Kim and Rex are like calling you out, other than like you're a boyfriend stealer.
I think Kim likes Rex, and so that's why she's getting Rex all riled up. But because she didn't know, it sounded like Kim didn't know she was lesbian. Rex probably didn't know. Maybe. I would
don't
assume
know.
that they knew. I would assume that they're friends. They tell each other this. But with what I'm given and what assumptions I'm going to make, that's what I'm going to do.
I guess that's the only reasonable one. Like,
Yeah.
this was like a tripod. Like, it was like the three of them that are very close. I can see Kim and Rex getting together.
Mm-hmm.
But then why would they just be like, let's eliminate OP?
Yeah. It's weird.
I don't know. Let's continue. Here's where I might be the jerk.
Keep going.
I was so angry that I decided to not remove any videos with them in it. And instead, I spent hours taking screenshots of the harassment, making sure to blur out their usernames, and posted them to every single social media site I used, including my YouTube channel with 12.7 thousand subscribers.
Ooh.
That's a lot. Good for you, OP. I was too angry to even realize what I was doing. And now that I'm in a better state mentally, it's been eating me up inside. I feel kind of guilty for being that petty. I feel like I did that just out of anger and that it was immature of me. But another part of me thinks that my decision is justified for the harassment that I had to deal with.
Yeah.
On top of that, more than half of our mutual friends are refusing to speak to me. What?
Oh, wow.
What did they say? I want to know.
I need to know. I need to see the full story here.
Yeah, I want to know what they said.
Yeah.
Everyone I have brought this up to are biased or refusing to comment on the situation to stay out of it, which I respect. So I asked people of Reddit, am I the bad apple for refusing to take down the video and instead exposes them on the internet? I feel like this is just wait. I'm gonna see if there's any update.
I'm all for get a ready with me exposing people. So no.
I wish there was an explanation. Did you get an explanation out of this?
No,
Why
I'm
they
just
called you
assuming
out?
Kim was jealous and wanted her ex. I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know if we're getting both sides of the story here.
I don't either.
And I'm just like, what should you do? I feel like you should talk to them and get the full on, like.
But you can't.
They blocked you, but like.
She can't do anything, dude. All she can do is post this video and hopefully it gets millions of views and she gets a lot from AdSense. That's what I hope.
And makes the drama into her breadwinner.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here before I give any input. Like, they blocked you for no absolute reason.
Yeah.
If this is the bare bones case, then yeah, post the video. Post the video. You have every right to. They asked you to do something that, you know, you're like, okay, I'll do it. But then they're like treating you like garbage and not really talking to you and communicating with you. And why you're getting treated like this. And they're roping in all your friends.
Insane, dude.
Yeah, post the video. But me, I need more context of what the hell is actually going on.
Yeah,
what
what's
the
going on here?
HE double hockey sticks is going on.
I
Because
don't like it.
I feel like we're missing a chunk of what's going on here.
We don't know their side.
We don't know their side, and there is a reason why they did it. We just don't know.
I don't think we ever will.
We got blindsided.
But that's our story.